happy Halloween, happy spooky season. I'm coming to you today as an enchanted forest fairy. I'm so fairy, my own face ID is not even recognizing me when I walk in. I digress. I think I did a good job. Okay. But if you landed on this channel message for today, you landed here for a reason. You were guided here for a reason. And if you're here, I know that life has been testing you. You have been put through the ringer. Your faith has been tested. Your sense of direction has been tested. Your willpower has been tested. And maybe even your will to live and keep pushing. But I'm here to tell you right now, you are not being broken down. You are being uplifted and opened so that you can receive some abundant blessings that are right around the corner and coming for you. I am so excited for you. But what feels like chaos can actually be the universe clearing a path for greater things to come in. Let's go ahead and take a look at the cards before we get into today's channel message. All right, so here are the cards that we have for today's channel message. I do have to say this is a very powerful one. If you are someone who has been trying to remember to keep your heart open after going through a season of pain, a season of hurt, or a season where you just feel like you are not enough, this one is for you. So stay tuned and take this moment to look over the cards, and we'll get right into the channel message. Let's start with our first oracle card that came out for today's guided reading. Excuse me. Craziest part is I had actually shuffled the cards before, but I had to step away to go do something. And by the time I came back, I felt like the energy was stale and I needed to just reshuffle, get new cards, see what came out. And this card had come out again. Right here. Open. Say yes. Open, not broken. Trust life. And this tells me that you are in a state where you are ready to give up. You are fed up. You have been tested over and over and over again, and you're done. And you know what? I feel like that's valid. Because with the state of the world right now, it's very easy to feel helpless, to feel like you don't know where anything is going. Even if this is a plan that you have been working on for months, you were hoping that by now you would have seen some fruits of your labor, and you just haven't. But the reason that this card is coming out open is because Spirit needs you to trust that you are on this path for a reason. Spirit needs you to trust that you would not be on this path if it wasn't right for you, right? Because it's like everything that we go through, sometimes we're just focusing on the bad that's happening, and we're not realizing that sometimes things are happening for you and not against you, but it can really feel like that in the moment. And to supplement this card came out. Held. Unseen help, support, and community. And to me, this is Spirit saying, I've got your back. I'm here with you. I know things feel hard right now, but I promise you I am walking with you every single step of the way. And what is our spirit guides, our ancestors, the divine? What are they if not unseen help? Because what did I just say? Sometimes we're so focused on the bad that's happening, we can't see how blessings are being formed for us to come soon because we're so focused on the devastation that's happening right now. Right? And maybe it's not even necessarily something is bad happening, but maybe, again, things just aren't going the way we thought they would. And our next cards that came out are tarot cards, because of course I needed some clarification on what's going on. Why do we need to stay open? Why do you need to trust? Right? Why? And man, oh man, the Chariot in reverse, Four of Swords in reverse, and the Page of Wands in reverse. You know what I'm hearing? I'm here. Sit your butt down. Sit your butt down and stay still for a moment, because Chariot, right, is fast momentum, things coming in quickly. But clearly, if you're feeling kind of like at your wit's end, things aren't happening. And same with the Page of Wands, upright, you see he's on his way somewhere, he's trucking on, but in the reverse, he's not going anywhere. He's not going anywhere, he needs to sit down. And then, ironically enough, the Four of Swords in reverse, that card stands for rest, right? And if that card stands for rest but it's in reverse, that means that you're not resting. Maybe you know that you need to rest and you need to stand still in this moment, but you feel guilty about that. And with the culture that we are currently in, I can understand why you would feel guilty in that. The culture that we currently exist in puts productivity and optimization at the top of everything. And what's even more ironic is I was listening to a video today that was actually talking about that and saying that sometimes what you need in order for you to have for forward momentum is stillness, is a moment of rest. Because ideally, in those moments where we have silence, where we aren't being bombarded with things, whether that's things we need to do or because we're doom scrolling on our phones, stillness gives your mind a chance to relax, to decompress, and calm down. And in that moment, your best ideas may come to you. The thing that you couldn't figure out in that moment, now you have figured it out. But why is that? It's because when we're constantly in this state of do this, do that, I need to do this thing so I can get to this thing, you're never giving yourself a moment to slow down. You wind up just constantly being on go, on a constant motor, and you wind up being exhausted. And it's like, sure, you're doing things, but are you doing things that are meaningful to get you to where you want to go? And I promise you, you're going somewhere good, okay? The blessings are coming. The bloom, okay? The sun, okay? I'm really getting excited just like looking at these cards. Ten of Cups. Your blessings are on their way. It's inevitable. Spirit is saying, regardless of what steps you take, your time is coming. Your time to shine and be in the limelight, to have your moment to be the sun and to outshine everyone around you, it is coming. The fruits of your labor, whatever it is that you have been working on, the fruits of your labor, they are coming into fruition. It's just not happening right when you thought it was going to happen. And Spirit is saying, you have to trust that I have your back and that they will happen, just not when you want them. Let's take a moment and go back to our card, Held. The guidebook for the Rose Oracle always has really great insights. I'm going to read the portion for the Held card just to see what resonates. I'm pretty sure it's all going to resonate. Okay. When times are turbulent, to keep ourselves steady, we need something to hold on to. When things are crumbling around us, we must find something we can count on that won't budge. Deep roots to hold us steady when the winds of change blow. A supportive community around us. When we leave home, we must find something to hold us. When our lover leaves, we must find something to hold us. When the job ends, we must find something to hold us. When our parents die, we must find something to hold us. When we think there's nothing holding us, it's an invitation to find new, supportive ground. This is where we can discover the sureness of the soil, the holding of the roots, and reach out to our community for extra holding. We were never meant to grow on this earth alone. Sometimes life rips from us what we cling to the most, or perhaps we cling to it for we can feel the cycles of change coming. Ooh. Yet in the darkness of our darkest nights, we discover that it's in the empty spaces that we can be reached and held the most. It's in these times that we discover a holding that we didn't know before, and we discover that what we thought was a tomb is actually a womb. Oh my gosh, I love that. I forgot that was something I wrote down. What we thought was a tomb is actually a womb. Because think about that, right? Think about that. They both exist in darkness, a tomb and a womb, but one holds the end of life and the other holds the beginning of life. And in this moment where you may feel like, I don't want to say you're in your darkest hour, but that's what I'm hearing. In this moment where you may feel like you're in one of your darkest moments because you feel helpless and unsure, Spirit is reminding you that life is also created in darkness. Just as a baby is in its mother's womb, forming, becoming a human, it's dark in there, right? There's no light. Just as a seed or a sapling is placed into the ground, there's no light there. It's in darkness, but in that darkness, the seed is forming into a sapling where it will grow into whatever kind of seed it is, a beautiful flower, a giant oak tree, a tomato vine, whatever it is, it's going to grow into something beautiful. And that's where you are right now. You are in a dark moment where you feel like you are at the end of your rope, but you are in a moment of rebirth and becoming. Oh, I love that. So that you can become this upgraded, brilliant, abundant version of yourself. Oh God, I'm sorry. I just love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it so much. And along with Spirit being here for you in this moment, right? Because that's what Held is reminding us. It's also reminding you that in this time, you may find community where you didn't realize you had it. Right? Maybe we are fortunate enough to have friends and family who are there for us, and maybe we aren't. But maybe this is also a time where you reach out to somebody who you haven't talked to in a while. Bring those connections back, because they can help start to bring that life back into you that you feel like has slipped away during this time as you wait for your fruition to come. I don't say wait, but as you're working on your fruition coming to fruition, coming into being. I don't know why I'm so bad with words today. I don't know. I think I'm just nervous. I wonder if you feel nervous too because you're anxious about where things are going. I really do want to take a moment to come back to these cards here, because we have facing fear, courage, and inner strength. And look at that. I hate spiders, but my goodness, are they a great symbol here in spirituality? Because spiders are weavers, right? They weave their webs. And to me, when a spider comes up, this is Spirit's reminder that you weave your own web. You are the weaver of your life and how things unfold. Again, you may not have 100% control over how things unfold and exactly when you reach the destination, because that's up to the universe, that's up to spirit. But you do have control over the choices you make and how you process through these phases, right? You are the creator of your own web. Every thread you spin is the courage that's becoming the structure to support your destiny. Oh, bars. Okay, hold on. Let me make sure this is actually recording. Is it? Okay, yes, it is. Okay, we're good. We're good. We're good. Okay. So let's go ahead and come back over to our cards in the reverse. Right? The Chariot, again. Typically, it's this fast-moving momentum of going to a new destination, of getting to higher places, right? The Chariot is literally in the sky, okay? How much higher could you get than the sky other than the outer space? I'm hearing that that's what you want to be happening. You want to have forward motion and momentum, but that's not what's coming to you right now. Because Spirit is saying that you don't need to rush towards your destiny, right? You don't need to force it to happen. It's already yours. It's going to happen. What you do have to do, though, is align yourself with it. Right? Again, for Wands in reverse, are you resisting alignment by resisting rest, stillness, and surrender? That's a good thing. I think you should ask yourself that. Are you resisting alignment because you won't take a moment to slow down? That's actually very powerful. It's very powerful. And the Page of Wands, another card of momentum in reverse. You need to sit down. With these two cards, the Chariot and the Page of Wands, that represent forward momentum to a new project or what have you be, Spirit knows that you are ready for movement, that you are ready to be in this new phase. But what this moment in time is currently preparing you for is to move from a place of clarity and sureness and not from a place of fear. Because you are moving into blessings. But Spirit doesn't want you to bring any, how do I say, old concerns or limiting beliefs into this new phase, because Spirit wants you to be above that. It wants you to be so sure of yourself, so sure of your path, and trusting in your faith that things are going to work out, that you no longer have fear, or should I say that you no longer fear those things not happening, because you know with so much certainty that there is no if, there is no maybe. Your success is inevitable. It's all of a matter of when. That's it. That's it. That's what Spirit wants you to know. That's what Spirit wants you to know. Absolutely. Absolutely. Right? So if we're talking about facing fear, that's exactly what you're doing right now. That is exactly what you are doing right now. Spirit is saying you've been asking for change, and change is on the way, but it requires courage. And that courage means facing your fear of uncertainty, your fear of unsureness, and not knowing what the destination is, and alchemizing that. Alchemizing that, knowing that fear is not the enemy, but it is the threshold. Because, right, when we're scared of something, when we're fearful of something not working out, that means that we just want it that badly. That means that if that thing doesn't happen, it would be devastating, right? But if you want something so bad, you want it for a reason. You want it because it's already in existence. You want, even if it's not currently in existence, it will be, right? If time is on a continuum, all time is happening at once, that means that there is a version of you that is already experiencing this blessing, this abundance. And the version of you right now can see it. You just have to release the fear that it's not going to happen, because you know it will. You know it will. Spirit would not give you a vision of greatness if it wasn't obtainable to you. Spirit would not give you a vision of greatness if it was not obtainable to you. Yeah, I think that's absolutely what it is. So let's get into a little bit about what the bloom, the sun, and the 10 of Cups looks like for you. Because all I'm seeing here is fulfillment and divine alignment. The sun is a reminder that your authenticity is your power. And when you are being your true, authentic self, you are going to bloom. Okay. Here's some affirmations from the Oracle deck for the bloom that I want you to keep in mind. I let the blooming begin. I resist the urge to hold back, right? It's talking about that hesitation, the fear. You're resisting that urge. I celebrate all that I am, all that I have created, and enjoy my moment of blooming completely and fully. Ooh, see? Confirmation burp. After this moment that you are in, after the stillness has passed, after this pause has passed, you will have abundance. Spirit is bringing you into happiness, fulfillment, and divine alignment. I mean, look at these. What else could those be? Right? At the beginning, I said it's possible that you are in a moment of darkness. You are in a moment of stagnation and feeling unfulfilled. But these cards show that your light will be returning after this phase has passed, because you are not broken. You have been opening. You are not lost. You have been rebirthing yourself so that you are who you need to be when your blessings arrive, so that you are who you need to be when your blessings get here. How many times have we heard the story of people having their prayers answered, but because they were not healed, they messed it up? Because they were not healed, they fumbled their bag and their blessings went right out the door. But you know what is truth? If something is meant for you, it will not pass you. But if you are not healed when it gets here, it's gonna go, and who knows when it's gonna circle around again. Chances are it's gonna come, you're gonna have your chance again when you have done the work that Spirit is guiding you to do. So as long as you are steadfast in this time of uncertainty, you keep your faith, you know that you are held and supported and loved by those around you, but most importantly by Spirit and your guides, you are going to be fulfilled. You are going to have emotional harmony. If you are lacking support in the physical, you have it in the spiritual. But if you are lacking support in the physical, that support is on its way. That support is going to find its way to you. This will be your time to receive after all of the preparation is done. And oh my God, am I so happy for you. I cannot wait, okay? I'm sorry, I literally cannot stop snapping. That's just like my thing when I feel like everything is aligning. And I do apologize because I feel like this message was so choppy. I was just really nervous today, and this was a hard one to get out. And I wonder if it's because I'm picking up on your nerves. I'm picking up on how you're feeling, because before doing this reading, I was not feeling like this. But before I wrap this reading up, just a reminder that you do not have to rush the bloom. You do not have to rush the bloom. Just like a flower in the springtime, you will bud and grow as you are supposed to, and it's not something that you need to rush. So do not feel bad if you are not where you thought you would be, or you are not where you feel like you're supposed to be, because that means that right now is not your time to blossom. Right now is your time to rest and reflect and continue preparing, because your blessings are right around the corner. And when it is your time to shine, confirmation burp, when it is your time to shine, there will be no second guessing. None. Why? Because you will have faced your fears and done the work. You are not late. You are just transitioning into alignment. You are not late. You are just transitioning into alignment. So if you have been wondering, what should I be doing right now? I'm pretty sure you already know. After this reading, if you've been wondering, what should I be doing right now? I'm pretty sure you already know after this reading, Spirit is saying, face the fear, trust that the process is unfolding, and keep your heart open. And your blessings are coming. If you resonated with this reading, which I really hope that you did, please share your experiences in the comment down below. I would love to hear what you have to say. You are not broken. You are light and you are rising, okay? Let me hear it in the comment section. Thank you for coming to today's guided reading. I will see you in the next one. Bye.